Folks, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments on this beautiful day. So we got a little bit of magic purchasing, and we got a little bit of flesh and blood purchasing. I'm going to show you both, and we're going to talk about both. So first, we're going to talk about this. Rudy, Uncle Rudy. Timmy's Emporium is closed. We have rode the bubble down, and we have acquired the long sought-after Taco Tuesday. We ultimately bought these boxes on a whim, hoping to at least break even with the cold foils. This is the flesh and blood one. Little did we know there was gold waiting at the local card shop. Oh, cool. So this guy actually bought these boxes at a local LGS. That's neat. 2 brothers, 1 box. Wait a minute. 2 brothers. Is that like some inappropriate beginning? Wait a minute. 2 brothers, 1 box. Is stepsister stuck in the washing machine? Wait a minute. Is stepmom stuck under the bed? Wait a minute. 2 brothers, 1 box, and 2 of the biggest pools we could open. All right, we'll get that at In-N-Out. That is our rent payments thanks to Alpha Investments. The chicken tendies taste good. The tendies thing cracked me up. Thank you so much for this lifetime opportunity. If you hadn't done the Flesh and Blood videos, we wouldn't be here today. And of course, sincerely, Esper and Spencer. It's an interesting little 2 names. So, I bought 2 cards from this person. All I did was buy 2 more cold foils. You all may remember the other day, was it a week ago? I also bought 2, so now I'm up to 4. And of course, I had the original shard from the box opening from the world premiere. So this is my second Shyana, beautiful Miss Diamond Gemini, and of course this is my 3rd shard. I paid $3,000, and I paid their shipping, of course, to transport it safely. And I want to comment before we move into this. Next, we're going to move into this conversation. Oh, sorry about the dust, holy cow. So before we move into the magic, I want to give a quick comment on the flesh and blood thing about, you know, the whole, it's a bubble, the sky is falling, wow. Okay. Again, friendly reminder, if you feel that way, and you want to lock in, you want to sell me 2 cards for $3,000, AlphainvestmentsLLC at gmail.com. I am buying cold foil cards from any Flesh and Blood set. Please feel free to contact me with a picture. And a friendly reminder, the way I calculate the buy price is essentially I take the most recent 3 sold listings on eBay, and then I'm paying around between 50 and 60% depending on the card. So essentially, if you sell it on your own, you walk away with 80%, you assume the risk. Or you can sell it to me for 50, 60%, and I cover your shipping, and you have a no-risk transaction. So, all right, that's all I have to say there. Let's go back to magic, folks. So I want to comment about this. We haven't talked on this channel a really long time about dust. Oh, God, sorry. Seriously, hold on. About the dust. But seriously, I want to talk about Duel Decks. Duel Decks is a product line, for those of you who have not been around a long time, a discontinued product line of good old Wizards of the Rudy. And essentially what happened was, towards the end of the life cycle of Duel Decks, we had products like this. Oh my God, is that dust? Oh, sorry about that, guy. Oh my God, I didn't realize the dust was that bad. Holy smokes, okay. We had products like Speed versus Cunning. Why? I don't know. Let me just explain. Let me take a step back here, folks. So what happened was, Duel Decks was a very successful product line for Wizards of the Coast. Okay? History lesson, everybody. Sit down, grab yourself a taco, slap it on your face, let's have a conversation. Seriously. They made these amazing, like, Phyrexian versus the Coalition, and the Jace, Jace versus Vraskas, and there was a Zendikar Rising. That one aged really well. For some reason, as the years went by, Wizards kept diluting and becoming more and more stingy with the reprint equity in products that were supplemental like this. I will never understand how we went from like the Phyrexian type of things and the old ones all the way to selling products like this. No joke. How or why did we end up in literally Speed versus Cunning, in my opinion, was the reason that Duel Decks got canceled. That's my personal opinion, because the sales were so bad. Distributors were so pissed off they couldn't move the product. The expected value, no joke, the expected value of Speed versus Cunning at release for this package. By the way, sorry, let me back up. MSRP was $20, $19.95 at your local Amazon LGS in Walmart. Okay, wholesale, these were around, I'd say, $12 a piece. Okay, at release, if you were buying these by the case for $12 a piece, this thing, the cards in Speed and Cunning at release were not even worth $10. They were worth like $6, which are essentially the 2 main cards and one other card in it. Maybe like a Lightning Helix or something silly for a couple of dollars. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. They purposely made sure there was no value because they didn't want collectors and investors to target the product. So they literally buried their own product line. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And what's crazy, though, is over the years, they made a lot of really good ones. And there's a sweet spot. Now, let me defend Wizards of the Coast. On the other side of the coin, there were times in the past, like, you know, some of these old T-Bolt one. What was it? T-Bolt versus somebody, Phyrexian versus somebody. There's so many of them. There's like 10, 15 different ones. The really old ones, they put too much power. Like literally this $12 MSR or this $12 wholesale, $20 retail product from a distributor, stores would open all 50 or 60 of these, or 60 if you have 10 cases, or 120. They would open them all, just sell the singles because the singles would be worth $50. So no, why would you sell it for MSRP of 20? So Wizards, again, does this extreme pendulum swing. They don't seem to understand the concept of tweaking and modifying and just trying to find the sweet spot. Now, nowadays in 2021, we're seeing tweaking and modification with the new Kaldheim set boxes. With the list, they're tweaking the list. We're seeing tweaks with the core sets. We're seeing tweaks with the flashy. They're modifying and trying to find it, which is good. That shows that they're learning and paying attention. Now, why they didn't do that with Duel Decks when they were a fun product beats me. By the way, and at the end, you ready for this? I don't know if it was speed versus cunning or afterwards. Then they raised the price of MSRP from $20 to $25. So they did a 20 to 25% price increase. So wholesale went from $12 to like, I think it was like $14 or $15. So not only did they increased it at the end, continued to provide garbage, and the whole thing fell apart. It's unbelievable. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, maybe not the dumbest thing, but it's up there in Timmy land. So I wanted to share, like for example now, a lot of these, I was a huge Duel Deck fan. I loved getting cases of these things. Sorry, I know these things are covered. I pulled these things in the back of the warehouse. I should have dusted them off for the video. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry for the dust and everything. They age good. I was always a fan because I always felt they aged good. I don't remember, this one was like the Temple. There's some Eldrazi land card, an uncommon Eldrazi Temple. No, Rise. There's something with these mythics. Like this one aged incredibly well. So stores were able to buy this for $12. MSRP was either 20 or 25. I'm sorry, I don't remember if this was pre or post price increase. And now the expected value of this is like $30, $40 today. So here we are. How long ago was this? Where's the date? So where's the date? 2015. Holy crap. Okay. So it took 5.5 years for this $20 or $25 MSRP to essentially double. Which again, if you're a store and you paid $12, or even if you bought them on clearance as a regular customer for $16, you're talking a substantial 200% return over a 5 to 6 year period, which is phenomenal. Remember, the goal is 5 to 8%. Anything above that, we're just being greedy, chicken tendy, crazy people. But the point is, you know, these aged well. And I want to share something else too. Before they cut cost again, I used to buy stuff like this, folks. This is a brick. This is a Jace versus Vraska brick. They used to make these Duel Decks in these really cool bricks. So a store, what I would do is I would open them and it would have a nice little display on the shelf. I would actually display this, and this would fold upwards like this, and I would be able to display it behind the counter for customers years ago. Yeah, that was when this thing... Anyways, you can see my old sticker on here that's probably covered in dust. I paid $70 for this brick, and each brick has 6, not 5. So, which is about right. What is that, $12 a piece or something? Which was the correct price. So not only was the packaging nicer, then towards the end of Duel Decks, they raised the price, they removed equity of any form of value, and they even removed the packaging. You don't even get nice packaging anymore. They removed this and made literally a generic case. And then fast forward to 2021, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we see today. So if you want to buy a new Commander deck set, Kaldheim Commander deck set, Zendikar deck set, you don't even get the nice display. And I know that the display doesn't matter, doesn't affect the card value. Here's a Jace versus Vraska, by the way, what it looks like inside this brick. Here's a side view. You can see. Here's the side. That's what it actually looks like. You know, and I God, lay the dust. Holy smoke. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, but it just irritates me that, you know, they don't take the time to just the little things, man. And I know you guys bash me and shilling and everything, but that's what Pokemon gets right. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh gets right. That's what Weiss gets right. And now Flesh and Blood. That's what they get right. It's the little stuff. They pay attention to the details. That's all I got, folks. I'm done. Sorry, it was kind of a rambly rant video today. I just thought it was important to share the history.